Alright, this is my speech, persuasive speech. I'm currently filming this in Afghanistan, so I apologize for the dress attire and the quality of the video. I have my slides set up, note cards, and my audience members. There we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, my speech is going to be on diabetes and the importance of the research and how imperative it is that we continue to research on it. So, next slide. Alright, most of us today know or have heard of diabetes, but most of those who don't have it are unaware of the actual impact it has on our lives. A survey done in 2014, taken by the Center for Disease Control, has published that 76,488 people have died due to the cause of diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is a disease that hinders the body's ability to produce hormone insulin. This has an effect on the body in a negative way by compromising the metabolism and the way it breaks down carbohydrates. This results in elevated glucose levels in the blood and urine, which cause life-threatening occurrences. I am here today to tell you why you should support the research in finding a cure for type 1 diabetes. Even if you are not personally affected with this disease, someone you know or will come to know will eventually be diagnosed in the future. Alright, there are several misconceptions when it comes to diabetes. One of the most common misconceptions is how people get the disease. Some believe that type 1 diabetes is preventable. For instance, the myth about eating too much sugar causes type 1 diabetes. That's false. The truth is, experts still cannot explain the cause of why people get diabetes. Another common misconception is that you have to be overweight to have diabetes. Again, this is false. In truth, there are two types of diabetes. Type 1 is an autoimmune disease where your body doesn't produce any insulin at all. Type 2 is actually a reversible disease where your body does produce insulin, but it's blocked by basically fat cells, and it's unable to get the amount of insulin needed. So unfortunately, type 2 actually is not full-blown. It's described as not full-blown. It can be reversed with the right diet and weight management. Another misconception is diabetes, or people believe that insulin can control diabetes. Unfortunately, just because you become regimented under insulin does not mean you can keep diabetes under control. It is an everyday, ongoing life struggle for people with this disease. When it comes to the research and finding a cure for this devastating disease, pharmaceutical companies want you to believe that insulin is the only solution. The pharmaceutical industry has raised the price of insulin by as much as 10 times the amount it was in 1996. As you can see, it used to be $21.90 in 1996. The price now for the average vial of insulin, which lasts you 30 days, is $255. The industry claims that the spike in the cost are due to expensive research going towards a cure. I believe this is false, as do many others, because insulin is the biggest revenue producer for pharmaceutical companies. They count on this revenue from insulin to line their pockets and boost their stock market prices. Next. These companies have little to no interest in finding a cure or any other way to beat this disease. So millions of people around the world have this, and they're affected with their daily life by diabetes. So charging outrageous amounts of money for the very thing that keeps them alive is pretty ridiculous. Next. So, personal story. I've seen how diabetes changes your life. In 2008, my wife was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. I'll admit we were both unaware of what this actually meant. All we knew was that she was going to have to take insulin from here on out. Fast forward to today, I can tell you that over these years, there have been many nights that I felt very helpless. I had to sit by and watch her struggle with her glucose levels dropping so low that she was about to faint. Or that she would wake up in panic in the middle of the night because her glucose levels were so high that she was going to fall into a state of comatose. This just doesn't happen at night either. We've had instances where we go out on family outings and same thing happens. So we always have to strategize for when we go anywhere and do anything during the day, weekends with the kids. She is on a regimented insulin dosage, but we can't always keep it under control. It's almost impossible to do so. We both know that without a cure, it will only become more difficult in the years to come. The fact is that 1 in 11 adults have diabetes today. These numbers have continued to rise over the years. So with all this information, hopefully I have shed some light on this terrible disease and made you more aware of what it is, how we get it, and why it is so important to find a cure for it. But cures can't be found without extensive research. Like all other diseases, this research can only be accomplished with the support from people like you. I hope you have come to understand why this research and a cure for diabetes is so vital in the years to come. So please, I ask that you act on this new awareness of the disease and help fight it. Go ahead. Unless we support the efforts in this life-saving research, you too will come to know someone who will struggle with this life-taking disease. So with that, any questions? Go ahead and press stop. After you pan out.